Brunson, man, he's starting to make me love him.
Hey, nobody took our city like that.
Another excellent game, 17 points, 6 assists, a crossover to drive.
Yeah, JB on some hot shit right now.
Jalen Brunson. Brunson, another excellent game, 17 points, 6 assists, a crossover to drive. Inside, reverse, he's got it. Sweet balls to Jalen Brunson. Deflected by McBride. Brunson a three. Bang! It's a 29-point lead. Jalen Brunson. Brunson, another excellent game, 17 points, 6 assists, a crossover to drive. Inside, reverse, he's got it.
Yeah, we gotta stop the disrespect on my nigga Jalen Brunson name. Big body. That's what the fuck I be talking about when I say big body, nigga. Big body Brunson. Stop playing with that nigga.
Yeah, fuck all this let me shit, nigga. I want to hear about my dick.
Jazz, Grizzlies, and Bulls followed Washington for the top 4 picks. Then after the lottery, ESPN's Jeremy Woo released his latest mock for the 2026 NBA draft, with each of the top 10 picks being freshmen, headlined by BYU's AJ Devonza going first overall to the Washington Wizards. Now remember, the Wizards traded for Anthony Davis, and they also traded for Trae Young during the season. Now perhaps they will add a young talent in AJ Devonza. But how should AJ feel about possibly going to the Wizards? Jay, you were in Chicago yesterday. What do you think?
I'd say I'll be quick on it. If you could have watched his face, frankly, when that pick came up, when Utah came up with number 2, it was almost like he took a really deep breath. Right now, look, AJ's going to be, he's a first-class individual. He'll handle any situation. It's interesting to think about what the Wizards will decide to do with a guy like Anthony Davis, or decide to go younger and build around Trae and AJ. But to me, it felt like everything with Ryan Smith and everything Utah had done was to secure that first pick in the NBA draft. So I think it was a deep exhale for AJ Devonza in DC.
Go ahead,
Go, Perk.
Oh, okay, Perk, go ahead.
I'm trying to understand what the hell is wrong with playing in Washington D.C. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I understand they have not been good for a long time, but last time I checked, I thought Washington D.C. was a big market. I thought that's a market where you could go and make the best of it and capitalize on and off the floor. And when you think about adding him with Trae Young and Anthony Davis, then we're looking at a situation where he's walking right on in, right into the playoffs, in my opinion.
That's what I'm looking at. That's what you telling me AD and this thing ain't gonna make the playoffs in the East? Get the fuck out of here. You smoke dick.
I would be excited about bringing chocolate back to Chocolate City. I just don't understand that part. I know he wants to be in Utah, but damn it, I wouldn't be disappointed. DC is a big market. He can take over that market and capitalize.
And you got Anthony Davis and Trae Young. Trae Young gonna give you that ball.
I hear what you're saying. Listen, man. I looked at this and I felt sorry for him. I've interviewed AJ Devonza 3 times. He came on first take and announced that he was going to BYU right here on this show. We got a lot of love for him, a lot of appreciation for him, and his daddy, by the way, who's a wonderful guy, and his family. The Washington Wizards have lost 64 games at least over the last 3 years. They are a basketball abomination. The only reason we don't take time to insult them more is because of the stench emanating out of the nation's capital for stuff other than basketball. That's the only reason. If it was not for that, we'd be focused on them. They are horrible. And so when I look at him, I know that he can play, but do you really believe in the word culture and growth and development when it comes to what's going on in the nation's capital. I'm not saying they don't have some players. I'm not saying they don't have some players because I know they do. I just don't believe in them organizationally. That's my issue. That's it.
I do because I watch both of those guys who's running the front office, Winger, and I can't remember my guy's name off the top of my head. But both of those guys came from under the Sam Presti tree. So you damn right I can see the head coach over there, Brian Keith, come from the Sam Presti tree. They just haven't had the
I'll defer to you.
So you had them with that guy and Trey Johnson.
Yo, man,
have smoke.
I said we got you. I'll flow with you. We got to go to commercial.
All right, we got to go to commercial. That's what it's talking.
You ain't got to get all trucked.
We'll talk more about this, I'm sure, in the time coming up on first day. LeBron James and the Lakers find themselves on the brink of elimination tonight in Game 4. They trail the Thunder 3-1. OKC has beaten the Lakers in all 7 meetings this season, breaking its 5 of the most consecutive wins against the Lakers in a single season. And to make matters worse, the Thunder have won 6 of those 7 games by 15 or more points, including all 3 playoff games between the two so far. Including this postseason, LeBron James has now trailed 3-0 this series 6 times in his career. He has never been swept 3 times, he has been swept 3 times, but never before the conference final. It could be now because we're in the 70s. So what would his feat mean for LeBron's future? Obviously, his future very much in the air. We got legacy on the line here. And what's the future mean for LeBron?
The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
I don't hate that.
Alright, leave. I hate these niggas.
I think that as we look at it, I don't think this affects. Let me be very clear about this. This doesn't affect his legacy. We all know that the Lakers are giving it to you. We all know that they don't have enough really. And that they're flat out moving to a better team. And for the most part, he's played well. The other guys First out of the situation, and it's going to smear his name. But I will say that very doesn't prioritize his position in the way that he should. Who hasn't been reliable in terms of his health. Winning is the priority, not just being comfortable in Southern California. When you go back to Cleveland, you look at what they have there, you can imagine, he's arrived that far as and it's either Cleveland or New York. That's the only way you want to get the you don't have to trade any assets for it. To me, as far as I'm concerned, it's either back home to Cleveland, to retire, or he could go to New York City where he probably put another $500 million in his pocket if he was playing in Gotham City, which representing the Knicks brand. It's one of the two, rather than stay in LA, because they clearly have hinted towards desiring to move in different directions to be in Florida State. Everybody's talking about there's no way we can pay him. If there's $2 million he's getting paid now, and this is Lucas team, and AR's got to be signed and all that stuff. It is possible that there's some credits in there. And when he now the power will be out there, some of the have to go through. And he's the one to get a break off. Well, I'm out here looking to make this money. Or return back to very familiar territory.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
Take advantage of an expert managed portfolio with Moments strategies. With advanced insights, our advisors have spot opportunities aligned with your goals. Your ambition, adjustment, match.
And it's blocked by Brunson. And they'll keep possession. Here's Leslie to the inside. Carter comes in with the double team. The shot by George, wide open. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, this is why George's coaches encourage him to keep shooting from deep, because they know he's only going to get better.
And it's Carter missing.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want to finish that shot.
lot of
Well, you
things
know,
that they say
sometimes
just
the most dominant plays don't always go along with the Here's Wesley. Finish that time. Would have put him up. Here's Rolling. Jones for three. It's rebounded by Wesley.
And I would not really like to return it back to LA, but I would watch what the LA Lakers did this summer. And in my opinion,
5 seconds
there's
left
two
to play here in the
players,
first.
two players
Got it off
on the Lakers roster
and no
that
good
are
on the second
untouched.
attempt this time.
There was
Close contest
in
so
my
far
opinion,
as we finish
that
the
we
first
know,
quarter.
and
Long
Marcus
Beach
Smart.
leads by
And I understand Marcus Smart offensively hasn't been putting up big numbers. I get that. But he has had the assignment of being the primary defender on
Some good action early in this one. Fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what do you guys think about Long Beach here in this one?
And
I don't know about the Lakers. I don't know if they're considering right now. I don't know if they're considering
Kind of
deciding
difference every coach loves to
this
see.
playoffs has shown you,
And
if the
smart.
game for Lakers, Austin Reeves is getting exposed. He is getting exposed. And when you talk about the Lakers, are you sure? And putting Austin Reeves when we beat them two franchise guys to take to the promised land and bring home another championship back to LA and get out of the tough busted waters with Ant-Man, SGA, and Pippen resigns? Hell no. That's not going to happen. The Oklahoma City Thunder game 4, man, they were picking over. I'm watching the game from my couch with my feet kicked up, and I can't buzzing his ass, touching him out on every single play. And the guy from the Genie busting this time, this was important. I hope that Austin Reeves can find his play because I do believe he deserves a lot of it. I do believe they got him on the ball and
It's a bad sign.
the boy is maxing him out and being one of those top guys.
And they
To
pick
take
up
him
two.
to the promised land,
She was getting bumped on that drive, but still manages to maintain her balance and drop that ball. Green wants to timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
In games 2 and 3, the Thunder scored 58 points with Austin Reeves as the primary defender. Just to add to your point.
They're targeting him every possession.
Exactly.
I mean, I agree with you wholeheartedly on the Austin Reeves thing. I mean, look, if you're the team that's the player and you're being attacked defensively, okay. Right, because you're so prolific offensively, except for the lack thereof on the defensive end, i.e. But right now we talked a little bit about Jalen Brunson, but if you're the second option, you got to be a dual celebrity. You can't be that big of a liability. So I agree with you on the Reeves part. And the Russian plus too.
Well, the defense is going to give Durant that shot. Trying as hard as they can to get the rim. That opens up the mid-range shot.
knocking down shots in the mid-range area early forces teams to just
Here's Anthony. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. And here's Rolling on. Second advent back in 2018. This one wasn't expected from Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes.
Oklahoma City and the Lakers are going to meet tonight because the Lakers are trying to win something, but you know what? Down 3-0 and no team has ever done it. The Celtics routed the Lakers over the weekend. They improved to 7-0 this postseason. Won by 23 for 3 games to none in the Western Conference Semis. So, what's going to happen going forward? We don't know, but you're seeing it again.
And Brunson recognizes how to execute inside the deep, must be more physical.
Well, that's great use of your body and your instincts to get in position and convert.
The Thunder are tied for the fourth longest streak to begin postseason in terms of the defending champion in NBA history behind the 2001 Lakers, the 19 1989 Lakers and the 2017 Cavaliers. 3 of the 5 teams went on to win the final. No team has ever come back, as I said, down 3-0. It is not looking good right now for the Lakers. And so now we finish forward and we ask the question about Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City is playing, which they have been undefeated and been so dominant in this postseason without players for the Basketball Association.
Deflects the pass.
Iron sharpens iron.
27 seconds to play in the first half.
Playing how deep they are.
Here's Jones. It's tipped. Plus 5 to shoot. Here's Brunson.
You got 2 picks, I believe, 1 of them or 2 of them in the lottery in this upcoming draft. Yeah, but the style play we make, the basketball, you don't get this type of energy off here. See, I'm always looking at the little things. And when I look at the I look at games in Oklahoma City, SJ Horton to foul trouble. He's on the bench.
And after throwing even first couple of quarters, the second half will turn out to be a point as both teams try to
on the bench, rooting, clapping, and encouraging his teammates. Just like one was got a 4-point play, and this man lost his mind on the sideline. Ask him about his bench just when he can. And so he had the energy.
Anthony with it. And Green wants to turn out. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Jones. Pass to Scalabrini. Brunson outside. Carter with the screen. Brunson with a clean look. The 19-footer is on the money. He has 6.
And you can tell Brunson has been well coached. He knows just when to call for that pick and roll.
Well, that's the right play there. Love to see him move it for a better look.
Jones looking for an opening. And it's Raleigh with another. Long Beach leading by 6. Here's Wembanyama. Quick shot there, and it's off target. You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now.
Whoa! Gracious.
Well, this is what the fans want to see. Morant showing off all of his superb athleticism.
Over to the left wing. Scalabrini. Buries the long-range jumper. Scalabrini's got 5 points now this quarter.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stats. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
Out left of the wing. And here's Brunson outside. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And for a high-volume three-point shooter, Brunson is really efficient.
Pass to Bagley. Here's Jones. It's good. This game is all even. Jones has got 6.
boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity. Brunson outside. Clock at 6. And out of bounds, Long Beach will have it. So it's both teams making substitutions here. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
Aggressive slash from the young guard. George fears no one when attacking the basket.
Pass to Collier. After Brunson. 3/4 of play in a close game here. Long Beach leads by 2. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just... Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And so Morant will bring it up for Raleigh. A 2-point game. Pass to Brunson. Shakes him. Brunson among the bigs.
And really, after trailing the entire game, they've got to be feeling good about evening things up.
And it's a great finish! Oh, my. Well, Anthony's showing us the
16 seconds. And they're sitting here waiting.
That's just fantastic
right
there.
So you can literally look at the opponent and make the argument. At the very least, they're going to be a final 14 in all likelihood in the next 5 weeks. That is what this man in Oklahoma City. And I'm looking at it and I'm saying, oh my God, when you think about it, and what you want from them, the only thing he had to do was win the championship. And now they sit here to ring the defending NBA champion. He is clearly the best position. And I think on this day, we're talking about the great Red Auto and guys like that. I don't know definitively if we can say we have seen an executive do a better job in the I mean, every time you get guys with the
and the free throw, no good.
But when you look at the collection of talent he has accumulated, while not surrendering draft capital, only building upon that, Sam Presti right now might go down as the greatest in the history of basketball. That's who these people are playing for right now. And who's going to go?
Okay, so Stephen, do you think that this is the NBA, the way that the demolishing them?
I said not necessarily because outside of what we got, now I got my info, you don't know that my emotions fucking there. I ain't gonna apologize. I'm not, my nigga going down with shit, but talk about an executive that's just doing it. And I mean, it's good.
In the fourth quarter of this one. Brunson outside. Pass to Carter. Howard needs to get off the shot. It's stolen by Anthony. Here's Morant. Who's back up? Holly with the rebound. Big possession right here.
The tension is palpable.
Jones has got room. Yes!
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coaches breathed a huge sigh of relief. Back to Morant. And again, they miss by Long Beach.
And when you always see that the team leader has to have the confidence to take that shot. Might not always fall.
That's one of those heat check shots. And heat check doesn't
No, it's not. It's not comedy.
And Long Beach lost time here. Any ideas on strategy?
Trash. You doing all that for nigga. It's over. You got 10 seconds. It's over. You should have thought about that before you thought about that. Nigga. Trash that. Trash that thing. Trash that thing. Trash. Oh man, look at this scary ass. Watch this. Watch this. Yeah, I'm gonna throw that bitch. I'm gonna throw that bitch. I'm gonna throw that bitch. See if you come back. Throw that bitch. Ooh, that's a shot. Give me a shot. Oh, trash. Should have thought about that. Trash ass. Yeah, shoot. Trash. She can't shoot. They could drop it.
I think it's entirely possible. If it was me, I wouldn't do it.
Shout out Shane Powell, nigga.
They took it on the day the way the game is called, some decisions that are made by the league office or what have you. You don't know what's going to happen here. We don't know definitively. We get subjected to the game. We're anticipating that it's just a fine. But based on today's NBA, the way that it is called, that is a suspendable offense that he committed. It's just that simple. Now, again, I wouldn't do it.